Hey y'all, welcome to Horrible Gaming. My name is Nora, and on today's video we are doing our weekly island tour. Today's island is this stunning overgrown forest core island, and y'all know I am a sucker for a good forest island, and today's island tour is going to bring you so much inspiration. Even if you're not doing a forest theme, there's just so many wonderful ideas on terraforming and waterscape that would look excellent in a city core island and maybe even a park area. So today's island is definitely going to inspire somebody out there. Today's island was created by Bookworm Cat in my Discord server, and with that being said, let's get the tour started. So I am very excited to share this island with you today because I am actually working on a new island theme and I need some natural area inspiration because my island is going to be a balance of city core and natural elements. So today's island is going to be a huge help for me personally. So we already have a really strong start to today's island tour. We have this really nice open entry that kind of like transitions into something a little bit more overgrown. I just really love this transitional area so much with the angled bridge over here and the waterscape. It just connects everything so well. I'm also a really huge fan of this color palette. I just love neutral colors, but I really appreciate the use of both the more green tone wheat field mixed with like the fall colored one. I actually would have never thought to mix both of these together until I saw Kat do it, and I'm obsessed with this idea. I just feel like it really does add an extra touch of realism because if you think about it, in real life, not every single strand of grass is the same color or the same dimension. So this is such a wonderful idea, and I feel like that's just a great idea that you could use on multiple themes. So usually with my island tours, I kind of just wander around and see what we stumble upon. So that's kind of what I'm gonna do on today's island tour. We have this really stunning transitional area and so much dimension going on, and I just really love everything that has been done already, and we are not even halfway done with today's tour. So anyways, over here we have this gorgeous sunken path. Now this was actually inspired by Ani on Twitter and Instagram. I will have their socials linked in the video's description, but they are the source of inspiration for all these gorgeous sunken paths you have been seeing all over social media. I really think Kat's idea to transition us to their NPC buildings is such a wonderful idea, being that we all struggle with these buildings so much. I struggle with decorating nooks, cranny, and ables so much on pretty much any island theme. So whenever I try to do natural islands like we're seeing today, I just never know how to transition to them or add them onto the island itself. This is just a beautiful placement of these buildings, and something I really loved was this little raised terraform spot overlooking that bridge. I also appreciate that this is at the edge of their map, and I feel like decorating near the edge of your map is so difficult to do. This island today actually has a lot of great ideas on how you can decorate and hide the edge of your map and make it feel so much bigger than what it really is. And something that I really love about this transitional spot too is incorporating a villager home by it. It almost kind of gives me like a forest townsy sort of vibe, and I'm absolutely in love with this. Once again, like I said, just obsessed with that bridge transitional spot. I feel like this is such a wonderful idea on how you can incorporate these buildings onto a forest island, but I think we're gonna just continue to wander around the island and see what we stumble upon. It looks like we got another beautifully decorated villager home over here, and I just really love these little circular paths that I'm seeing all over the island, but it looks like we're actually right by the campsite. I'm excited to see this because I myself struggle with the campsite so often on any island that I create, but I know many people are always asking for campsite ideas, so I cannot wait to see how this was done. I'm gonna go ahead and get my camera out real fast over here by the incline just to get a different perspective of the whole entire build, but I really love the attention to detail in this location. I really love the use of all these camping items. I feel like all the other camping items that we're seeing in this spot are so underrated. I never really see them being used, so seeing them actually be used properly in a campsite is definitely inspiring. I just think every inch of this location is beautifully done. Anyways, once we go back up that incline we just went down, we actually have this really nice location in front of the campsite that I just really love. I think that this is one of my absolute favorite locations on their whole entire map because look how overgrown and beautiful this view is. I love all the trees behind that campsite. This is just such a beautiful spot on their island. But another thing I really love is just how every spot is so photogenic. You can tell that the island owner really put so much thought into every location on their map. Planning out a natural island is incredibly difficult, and this island just feels like every spot was planned so perfectly well. Another thing that really caught my attention too so far is how easy it is to explore the island. I really love that every spot is easy to take a picture of and just, explore. I also think that this spot on their map would make a wonderful island entry if you are somebody who doesn't want to do a bunch of terraforming. But imagine this as an entry, just an open, overgrown meadow. I'm obsessed with this idea. Somebody needs to do it. I also really love all the codes that they're using on this island. That brick code matches this path so well. Okay, so looking at the map, I'm pretty sure I've seen everything on the top left and kind of like the middle of the map too. So I think we need to make our way now towards the bottom left and also the right side. So before we go do that, I just wanted to share with you this beautiful transitional area. This is also one of my top favorite locations on their entire island. I really love how they were able to personalize the lake builds that we always see on forest islands. This just makes it feel so detailed and packed and not just like an open thing of water. I love that this is a transitional spot. And I also was looking at this spot and thinking to myself that this would work really wonderful for a jungle core island. If you're struggling with an entry for a jungle themed island and you have a lot of space, this would not only fill up that location, but really just give you a ton of opportunities on making some gorgeous lookouts at the immediate entry of a jungle theme. So now I wanted to make a jungle island because of this spot. I swear every location on this island has inspired me to want to try different themes. I just could see this working so well for an entry. Like, look at this. Even for just a forest entry, this would work really well. And you have your airport below where the bridge is. And I also really love that this transitions over to a villager right at the edge of the map. I also really love this little lookout that we can see from the villager home too. And again, just love all the path placement that we're seeing. So I'm pretty sure I've seen now everything on the left side. So let's go ahead and make our way back towards the airport. I wanted to get another shot real fast though of this transitional area where that island is, just so in case you're recreating it, you can kind of see how the terraform looks. I swear this whole entire location is just absolutely beautiful. I have no idea how Kat came up with such a stunning build, but this is definitely such a wonderful idea for your island. So that island build actually brings us back over here towards the entry, and I know we need to go check out the museum and the right side, so I'm gonna go ahead and go back up this really gorgeous entryway and kind of make my way, I think, back towards the plaza. I don't think we saw the plaza yet. I really love that this incline transitions us right towards the plaza, and we have like this really overgrown walkway, but I think that every code and the moss item especially really captures the overgrown vibe of their island. So when you come into the dream address, you're introduced quickly to the island theme. But another thing I really appreciated about this location is how easy it is to navigate in back towards the airport, especially when you're trying to do a island tour like I am today. I had no trouble navigating the whole entire island. Every area was really easy to access and explore. But below the plaza, we actually have a couple of villagers placed. But something that really caught my eye was this little viewpoint here. I love that you can kind of see that log bridge in the background with that villager home. They just really match each other super well. And then over here, we have another villager at the edge of the map. I also really love that this little stump in between both the houses kind of like connect them together. Like, I just think that is such a cute detail. Anyways, we are going to make our way now up towards the plaza, and we're actually going to go check out the museum location. I am obsessed with this location so much because I feel like using the museum on any kind of island is incredibly difficult, but something that really just caught my eye was how the museum was being used kind of as a perspective build. I absolutely love how we have this mini island in this lake build, but it's also centered to the museum's doorway, and that is just such a beautiful attention to detail. And then of course we have all this overgrown landscape kind of just like surrounding and framing in that museum build. We will go back and see that in a second. I just remembered that I needed to come over here and check out these villager homes before I forget them. I also noticed that we're really close to the edge of the map, and once again I struggle with the edge of my map. So this is some wonderful ideas on how you can transition and incorporate some terraform right at the edge. I just feel like that is so difficult to do. This island today, though, is just a great example how island planning can be really important. And even if this island wasn't planned, I don't know how Kat came up with all these layouts, because this just feels like every spot was truly well thought out. And if it wasn't, Kat, you need to teach me your ways, because I could never create something like this. This is just so beautiful. Anyways, we are nearing the end of our island tour, and I just wanted to give a huge thank you to the island owner, Kat, for letting us tour their gorgeous overgrown forest island today on the channel. When I saw this island, it truly just took my breath away. I just think that Kat put so much work into it, and the island is a great reflection of that. And before today's video ends, I do want to give a huge thank you to all of my channel members. Thank you so much for supporting me as a creator. Just your support in general means the absolute world to me. So a huge thank you to Manders, Chrissy, Nicole, the Eco27, Luna Girl, Sarah B, Paige Beatrice, Coma, Ray, Icy Gaming, Jasmine Deem, Jazz, Let's Play K, Baby Blue X016, Luann Marie, Alicia Ramirez, Hannah, Brooke, Rem Crossing, The Breakdown, Els, Kate Dobson, Towels Games, Jet, Monica B, Catherine Funk, Sherry Blossom, Calvi, Connor Adventure, The Bellarific, It's Your Girl Crystal, Mickey, Cherry Dot Crossing, Irish Lady 51, Opal of Wisteria, The Artsy Gamer, Dammy, Cosmon, Madison Rachel, and Adriana Dawson. Thank y'all so much for watching and have a horrible day. I'll see you next video.